Hey Shogi fans, I'm back with another famous games video, and today we're going to be looking at a game played between Yoshiharu HABU and Koji Tanigawa as the first game of the 43rd OE title match in 2002. The reason I picked up this game is, for one, this was a memorial game for Tanigawa. It was his 1000th win in professional games. And also there's a very interesting move made by Tanigawa that let him get this 1000th win. So this is a pretty famous game. But the reason I picked up this one is not only that. This time I thought I'd try to have two video series of mine linked together. So I'm gonna link this famous games video to Shogi openings video. And since we've covered Golden Right to 5H variation in Gokigen Central Rook, which is a very violent and interesting opening, I picked up this game in which we see that variation of Gokigen Central Rook. And I also want to let you learn in this video that Joseki is just a Joseki. It's not perfect. Because we've learned that this opening is playable for black, but as you already know, Tanigawa white wins this game. And you see that once one of the players gets out of Joseki line, sometimes they go into uncovered region of Shogi where no one could tell the outcome. So now let's see it. And the opening moves are exactly same as what we've covered in Shogi openings video. So let's skip them fast. Pawn exchange and pawn to 5f, pawn takes, bishop trade, super recapture and bishop drop to 3c, forking, rook takes a knight and promotes, bishop takes a silver and promotes, and here comes the key move, a very famous Joseki move of knight drop to 5e. King has to go to 6b in order not to have his horse taken out, and at this position in the Shogi openings video, I mentioned that there are several options for black. One is bishop drop to 3c, another is bishop drop to 7e, and also dragon to 1a. And in this game, HABU picked up this one, dragon to 1a. Okay, so again, here in the Joseki video, we've learned that white has two options, taking the knight, which I called a somewhat selfish move, and another one, taking the lance. And what Tanigawa did was, he took the lance. Okay, so as what we've covered in Joseki video, black drops a lance to 6f. Yeah, it's a very good attack. It's attacking this square. And also, yeah, it stops this horse from attacking this dragon indirectly. Yeah, it's a very good move. And white drops a silver to 5d. And here in Shogi openings video, the move I've shown was pawn drop to 2b. And that will followed by rook takes, dragon takes, silver takes. And it was a little bit better position for black with this bishop drop on 1h. However, at this position, HABU didn't play pawn to 2b, so he changed his move. And that was bishop drop to 2c. Okay, this is also an understandable move. It's attacking the gold, and it's pretty powerful. And well, I'm not sure why HABU changed his move. Maybe he did it intentionally, or perhaps that Joseki wasn't formed yet at the time this game was played. So anyway, he dropped the bishop here, and they're out of the lines that I've covered in my video. So let's take a look at the moves after this carefully. So white defended the gold with the right gold to 5a, and black promoted the bishop to 3d. It's attacking this square. Right. Oh, and moreover, this silver cannot move to 4c in the first place. The silver is overworked. So white plays silver to 4b, protecting that 4c square. But here comes a very good dangling pawn to 2c. And white played king to 7b. Very cool move. As the proverb goes, our least capable king earns 8 moves. Okay, so pawn promotes to 2b. Okay, so here's the key position in this game. This is where Tanigawa played his famous move. And as you can see, this promoted pawn on 2b is very powerful. It's gonna make a very fast attack. If white leaves it that way, maybe black will add another promoted pawn here. And if black does that, white's generals can only wait for being captured by them. So white has to do something that is pretty faster than that. But it seems there's nothing that white can do to make a pretty fast one. Well, taking this knight doesn't seem to be working out very well, so yeah, it's difficult. But Tanigawa came up with this move. It's interesting. Lance drop to 6a. Well, obviously what he's trying to do is he want to push his pawn here, and then he wants to take out this lance. But it seems very slow. Is he gonna have time to make it? But once he makes it over to 6f, well, it's gonna be still a very powerful attack, a powerful threat to black, because it can keep going ahead to this square, which is a very good attack against black's king. And moreover, taking out this lance on 6f is a very important thing to do for white, because then it will unleash this horse along this diagonal later on. And you see, this lance is, of course, it's a good defense move as well. Yeah, you see, it's defending these two important squares, 6b and 6c, right? So let's see whether he can make it to 6f or not. Okay, so HABU played pawn to 2d, as I've said. I would pawn to 6d, of course. Pawn promotes to c. And is he gonna play pawn to 6c now? Well, no, because if he does that, well, I guess this attack is too powerful. Taking lance is not enough against it. So Tanigawa came up with another very cool move, and that was pawn drop to 3a. So, you know, for Tanigawa, this move is acceptable, but this one is not. So that's why he dropped the pawn. Yeah, so he played promoted pawn to 3c, but he ignores that and pushed the pawn to 6c now. And well, HABU makes an interesting move too. Instead of simply taking this silver, well, most of you would do that, I guess, but he didn't do that. Yeah, it's amazing. He took out that pawn on 3a with the promoted pawn. Well, then the silver can run to 3a, right? But HABU's intention is he doesn't want that silver. He wants to advance his promoted pawn to 4c, and this is more powerful than that. Yeah, it's great. So, well, rook runs to 6b. Well, this is a good move too. Now it's a double attack on this file, right? Lance and rook. But then promoted pawn goes ahead to 5c, forking the rook and the silver. White can't ignore that. He moves the rook again to 3b, attacking the horse. And horse ran to 4d. Well, it seems White's king is in danger, but at this position, White abandons his silver by taking the knight, and horse recaptures. So now that the knight is gone, 6c square is a little bit safer, and after that, White finally managed to take out that lance. And since it's a powerful attack against 6g square, Black has to take it with a pawn. Okay, then White does the early escape of the king again. Pretty cool. Okay, dragon to 2a, getting away from this horse's diagonal and coming into a very nice file. Okay, here pawn to 5b. Black can only retreat his token. Right, next move is pretty interesting. Rook to 2b. Forking the dragon and the knight, but obviously this will lose material for White. Black will take it with the horse. Silver takes, and you know, if dragon takes it, White lost material. But look at this. Now the horse can come down to 6f because Black's horse is now out of the board, and it's attacking the dragon and also attacking this square. So maybe lance drop on 5g next. So HABU didn't want it to be happen. So after this position, HABU didn't take the silver, and rather he dropped his silver to 3b, attacking the gold. So in the end game, speed is more important than material. Alright, so anyway, horse 6f, and it's attacking the silver. Well, if he saves his silver, maybe knight drop to 6g, and if he runs to this way, bishop drop. And he's gonna lose that promoted pawn, and moreover, it's indirectly attacking dragon, so Black can't take this gold anyway. So, HABU thought silver to 4h is not very good, so he actually ignored that, and he dropped his pawn to 6b, attacking the lance. And well, maybe if he takes it, another pawn drop, I guess. However, this move itself is a little bit slow. Even if he takes this pawn and promote, is not a big threat to the king yet. He needs a couple of more moves to attack the king. So white ignored that pawn drop and he took the silver on 3i. Okay, black will take the lance, but as I've said, it's not a threat mate yet. So white ignores that and drops the silver to 5g. And it's a simple threat mate. Okay, so black has to take it. Horse recaptures, still a threat mate. And he dropped a silver to defend. But horse to 6g, another threat mate. Gold drop on 4i. And well, several options here. If lance to 5h, maybe, yeah. Bishop drop to 2g again, I guess. And if gold to 5h, you know what the next move is? Try and find a good move. It's just a knight drop. Black can't take the horse because it's checkmate. So actually what HABU did was gold to 6h, but Tanigawa dropped a gold to 4i. And at this position, HABU resigned. Well, the following moves would be after king runs to 6i, maybe, I guess, it's a lance drop on 6f. If black takes it, it's hopeless for black. If a rook drop, I guess this move is again a threat mate, and white's king is fine. Alright, so that's all for this game. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.